falling down on me, but I'm wishing for the rain keeps falling down on me, but I'm wishing for the things are constantly changing, shaking me, making my own rearranging, the changing myself and it's only top and I wish there deals, I'm wishing for the yes, but that's no matter the things that are known, so just the right one that does it, live with us, I'm about to regret and I'm from the anger, no business ain't up a job, but my eyes are the things that all the other new life creative exposure to do. How is this up and down, the same, but it doesn't all it's just when I need, I want everything as it was, and I spent all my time just wishing for the sometimes what you're wishing for seems what you think you want without what you need.
And we're live.
Oh, all right.
What was going to be our first podcast, I guess is going to be our second video cast. First one was Jesse Ray. We're just getting done editing that. But we got Jon Shears here from Roosevelt Diggs.
Hello.
I want to thank you for still doing this.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fun.
It will. Jesse Ray was at Unruly, right?
Yeah. Yep. And I saw him the next day at the Punk Rock Matinee at the Tip Top.
Solo.
Yep. Solo. Yep. He was in and out quick. He was kind of burned out. He had a bunch of Jameson a little too early. Turned around, he was gone about 10 minutes after he's done playing. But good show.
Yeah,
but,
love that guy.
Yeah.
Him and Brando are amazing.
Good times. So, what is up with you? You got Coast Guard Festival this week. It's your hometown.
Oh, yes. We're playing Wednesday night at the Eagles Beer Tent.
Nice.
It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a little smaller than normal. I guess they can't use their full lot, but which could be even more fun for you.
Oh, yeah.
Could be really
Going to pack them in
more
tight.
tighted show. It's always been tight on that night, too.
Oh, yes.
Which is like local night, which can be like a high school reunion at times.
Sometimes it is.
You're going to have a hard time walking around there without talking to everybody and keeping your voice.
Yes. We'll have a good time. We're going to hang out a little bit before. We're going to do our show. And then hop on out front stage afterwards and have the high school reunion all over again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it can be a bad high school reunion, too. It's like the bonfire, but you're fenced in and you can't get around to the other side.
Can't go.
But it's all good.
It is.
So, tell me about the award you guys won in Grand Rapids.
Our
radio
Jammy
station, the Jammy, yeah.
From 88.1 WIC, the greatest little radio station on the planet. We went there. We opened up the show.
Nice.
Weren't really expecting anything. We had a great album done at Third Coast with Joe Hedinga. Put our heart and soul into it. Released it out there. It's a great snapshot in time. We got done playing, and then they had the awards for what was it? Listener's Choice Album of the Year.
That's a pretty good award to get. Actually.
Yeah, that means people like us.
Yeah, and that means that they actually, I mean, that's the one that probably gets the most response through email, I would imagine.
Yeah, it was.
And you're competing against a lot of other bands that other friends are voting for them. I mean, that's a little more tight-knit award.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
But it was an honor to get, honor to receive, something that, it can't be taken away. It's ours now, and we'll have that for the rest of our career. And it helps open up the doors for other shows and other venues and possibilities, because it is a prestigious award in the West Michigan area.
How would you say your response was at that show?
For the people that were there, because it was early, it was a great response.
I believe it. Yeah, your song, I've seen people cry during your set, so I'm sure you get some good shows in GR.
Yes.
Starting to build.
Yeah, they're starting to get there.
I saw your show at Founders for your release party.
Right.
This badass vinyl that you handmade.
Oh, yes.
Can you tell me about
Beautiful
that?
stuff.
How did you go about making that?
We had a friend, one of Logan and Levi's friends is an artist, and he hand carved the one for our CDs, the small one, and we hand stamped all those.
Nice. So that's wood.
He did it on, I think it was like vinyl.
Vinyl?
Not like record vinyl. But
Okay, gotcha.
A vinyl block. So all the CDs, the first 200 of them were all hand stamped. Nice. And so we went to do these, instead of recarving it, we had these screen printed, but it looks exactly the same.
Does that bring you back to your old days of playing at the ice pick? If you want to tell people about what you used to do when you were a kid?
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about that when we were coming down here. My musical journey through life.
Exactly.
Because in the '80s, I played punk rock music, played stuff at the Ice Pick, the Case Lemieux benefit out at the Nunica or the Fruitport Band Shell.
Would you say that kind of growing up comes across in your band now and how you promote your band and how you do things more in-house?
We do everything in-house. Everything we do, you know, I'll take a run on a show, or Logan will take a run on a show, and self-promotion, networking.
You guys do a good job of that. What's your opinion locally on how bands are doing with that? I went to, and so did you, a music conference. Oh
yes.
And it seemed to me, my opinion, that a lot of bands kind of don't know what to do, and it didn't make sense to me.
A lot of the people that I heard talking about that they didn't know what to do, weren't from this area. We had some people from Traverse City, there's some people from the Ann Arbor area. That one girl came over from LA, was here, and they were the ones that were having a hard time figuring out how to network and do that. I think the core group of musicians in the West Michigan area are very networked, are very good.
I kind of get that impression too. That's why I was kind of confused by some of the questions at that conference.
And then I met with some of the other people a couple nights later at a show, because in my opinion, the best way to promote your music and to get that networking is to go out and watch other people. Support other people's music.
For sure.
Anytime you have a chance to go out and listen to a live band play,
I know that you're good at doing
go
that.
listen to them. Whether it's the Foundation over at the Highway Inn or Full Chord at Grand Armory.
I don't think a lot of bands nowadays are good at that.
Just go out and watch. Because the more people you go watch, the more people are going to come watch you.
The more shows you'll get, the more friends you make.
Yeah.
That's a good, I mean, I don't see that as much as I'd like to see that, but it's there.
It's there.
It's there.
But the community out there is really, it may be cliquey, I don't know, because I'm on the inside. But no matter where you go, if someone needs a player, if someone needs an instrument, if someone needs an amp, or your car broke down, it's only a Facebook post, a phone call, or a text, and you've got help.
Exactly.
And I love that.
This is still recording since I'm solo. And we're good, I believe. Yes, we are. I would say a band locally that's very good at that is the Accidentals.
Yeah.
That band, Workaholics. Have you played with them many times?
We've played with them probably 2 or 3 times.
Do you think that that's a band that's helped open up a lot of doors for other bands in that genre around here?
Oh, most definitely.
I believe so too. I think they've opened the door without even knowing it. That they really kind of brought people out at bigger numbers to see music like
and
that. String instruments.
Yep, and they still love all the other bands that are out there. They do a lot of shows with the Crane Wives. They just did Robin Theater the other night with the Crane Wives, who are an amazing group of humans.
I'm blown away by Billy Strings right now.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say overnight sensation, but
he's put his time in.
Dang, he's like in the last 6 months just blowing up and being embraced by so many jam rock bands. I believe I saw him on the Grand Ole Opry the other day.
Yep. He sold out the Ryman.
It doesn't seem to be stopping either.
No.
Which is really nice. I know he has a Hoxeyville show. That's his only Michigan appearance, I think, in Michigan this summer.
Yeah, only summer appearance this summer.
It's pretty hot considering he played quite a bit around here at any given time not long ago.
Right. But he's out on the road doing everything. We've played a couple shows with him. He's a great guy. Love talking to him.
I believe it.
But I've known him since, for at least 5, 6 years, from when he was cutting his teeth and playing, and just watching him grow and expand. But still keeps that true love inside.
So, off topic from the band, I know you're a lover of Volkswagens.
Oh yes.
What got you into that? What was your journey on that? Where did that start?
That started right out of high school. Actually, when I graduated from Ferris in 1987, I wanted to get into Volkswagens. So I bought some from Stasha and Boris Laubert.
Yep.
Bought 2 of them, tried to get them running. They didn't run. So then I bought another one, got that one running, and then the engine died.
Does that kind of hindered you in playing when you go out to play dates? Or, I mean, is it the vehicle you have to leave at home sometimes and just go, you know what, I love it, but I got to get something a little more reliable to make it to the show?
The bus I have now, I'll drive anywhere.
That's
But
good.
there was a story with a Volkswagen bus. We were going over with Jim Jones and the Kool-Aid Kids with Paul, who was my roommate, and we were heading out to Hamtramck. We had all the gear packed in my bus. And we made it to about Marne. And I blew a tire, and we left the bus there and packed everything into the little cars and went the rest of the way. So yeah, it did hinder.
There's kind of a crazy scene in Michigan, especially in our area on the lake shore. I mean, there's been a lot of bands that have come through. We've had our own little scene that was kind of at a national level in an underground way without us really even knowing it at the time. It's gotten its respect now. I saw you found a record the other day at Goodwill.
Oh my gosh.
That reminded
27 cents.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. Just blows my mind.
It was stuck between a Christmas album and a Glenn Miller album. Or no, Sing Along with Mitch.
Yeah, he beat me to it. I'm always looking in there.
Because you got to flip through every record, because this one was stuck down in between.
After about 3/4, I might give up and start skipping. Just,
Yeah, because there's a lot of Firestone Christmas albums.
So what's on the plate for the rest of the summer for the band?
This coming Wednesday, of course, at the Eagles Beer Tent. Thursday is at Lowell,
Nice.
Showboat Sizzling Summer Series. The following Wednesday, we're at Potawatomi Park for the WAWL.
Yeah, it's nice
End
you
of the
go
year.
back to your local level. No matter what you're doing, at what level, you'll step back and go back to the grassroots shows.
We do. We love. And then August 17th, we're playing Reed City for their Crossroads celebration, which is like a Coast Guard, just about a tenth the size. But we love playing park shows, kid-friendly shows, all-ages shows, because most of the people have a lot of children in the band. And then the families can come. And that exposes your music to the whole realm of ages, from little kids all the way up to people in their 90s. And they all like the music.
I'm sure that was kind of a crusher when you guys couldn't play Frederick Meyer Gardens the other week.
It was
Can't imagine.
crushing to us musically. It was very sad, but then for me, I felt worse for the people that were there, that came to watch us.
It was nice to see half
they had to.
a full crowd for a local band on a local night. That's pretty nice to see, considering they have a pretty busy schedule where people just don't have to come out there. Kind of got to take a break.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kinda
and
nice.
looking out there at the people that were there with the weather that was coming, I'm like, this is more than we expected.
I heard you almost sit off the road too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got new tires the next day.
New tires. Yeah, I'm sure. So what's it like working with two brothers?
It's a lovely experience.
That's really awesome, because I wouldn't expect to hear that very much in bands. You always hear the turmoil, you always hear the drama. Those guys seem pretty laid back.
They are. We've got a very good working relationship. We groove and jive really well. There's strengths and weaknesses in every member of the band, and Levi and Logan are brothers, and they've grown up together, and they can read each other really well. And yeah, there'll be some times where it gets a little tense, but we know how to overcome that and use that productively to keep the music going in the right direction. There's no egos. You know, well, Logan can look at me and go, no, I want to hear this, or
I haven't felt it one bit behind the scenes watching.
and we're working on a couple new songs, and I'm like, Levi, no, I need to hear power. I need you to push it. When you're doing your harmonies with Logan and you're hitting those higher notes and you're pushing yourself, I want to hear that when you're not doing harmonies.
Yeah, he's a very talented guy.
And he's like,
that too.
okay, I'll try it.
Seems like he holds back a little. He doesn't have to, because it's there.
Yeah.
You can tell it's there. You know it is.
Yeah. So, after being together for 11 years, we got it pretty dialed in. I mean, we don't have everything figured out, but our relationships are amazing together. We're a family. And that's something that we love to base ourselves on.
So what's your dream show in the next year? What do you hope for? What are you looking to accomplish with your guys' band the next year?
To keep pushing out, keep getting those bigger shows, playing on bigger stages. We would love to play 20 Monroe live. We've got some feelers out with some of the booking agents out
You
there.
hear that? Get them.
Yeah. So hopefully that will come to fruition. We get to play Wheatland this year, which is one of our bucket lists.
You've never played Wheatland before.
Never
and
played
I
Wheatland.
figured you guys would have played Wheatland. I've never actually been to Wheatland.
I played Wheatland in '94.
Do it this year, and then
Little
you can come
different.
see you guys at Wheatland.
Yeah.
And if I like it, I stay. I bring my time.
That's right.
If it gets pitched, it gets pitched. If not,
That's right. You can stay on my spot. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm only going to have the bus. But Wheatland was on our bucket list. Frederick Meyer was on our bucket list. 20 Monroe's on there that we'd like to check off. We'd like to get to State Theater in Kalamazoo sometime.
That would be beautiful.
Because I've played there back in the 90s, and it's a gorgeous place to play.
Well, being in Michigan, I mean, you're pretty centrally located, so it's not too far out of the way. I guess you guys could do like a 5-10 day tour if you could arrange it with work and stuff.
Yeah.
You pretty need to go south. I
Yeah.
think you guys would be good in Nashville, Tennessee, you know, all through that area.
We have connections down in Nashville, and they've been trying to get us to go down there, but like you just said, being able to get the time off from work, arrange it with the families, and be able to go.
I think you should go with Jesse Ray.
Oh my God, it'd
Both of you guys
a
should go
blast.
together and go play like 2-3 shows in a weekend. Just
Right.
come back and be a whirlwind and see what happens.
It would be a lot of
You could
fun.
be back to work on Monday and scratch your head and go, I just do that.
Take Thursday, Friday off from work, and leave Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Plus getting over to the east side of the state, trying to get into some of the venues over there. We played Otis Supply a couple times and had a great response.
For good things about that place.
It's
I
a
heard
nice
they're
place.
Slamming. They're doing some good shows there.
Yeah,
That's a neat environment.
it is. The
Good shtick
two
going
gentlemen who own that, Tom was my roommate in college.
I'm checking it. Damn, I'm doing good so
You're doing great. So the two guys who own it, Scott and Tom was my roommate in college, and Scott was good friends with my sister over at Michigan State. And all of a sudden, like, this great new live music and restaurant opens up, and I know the people who own it, so let's go play. It was pretty easy.
It's not a far trek over
No.
that side of the state.
No.
You can have fun. So what do you want to do on a local level with some other bands? Is there any like collaborations that you guys ever talk about doing with any local bands?
Oh man, we haven't really discussed like collaborating and doing stuff on stage with other musicians.
We've got a pretty badass studio like 5 blocks away from here, and I'm sure
Oh, yeah.
that music scene seems to have brought people together.
It does. It's helped a lot. I've played on Dave Palmer's album. I played on a couple of his songs, which is an honor to be able to do. But there's collaboration things that are out there with Mark Lavengood.
I went and saw him last night.
Yeah.
Actually pretty damn cool. I just couldn't stay long. I had to go see Let There Be a Rock.
Yes.
But yeah, he's pretty good. He surprised me.
Yeah, he's great. With Jason
I wasn't
Wheeler.
educated on him.
Oh, he's the real deal.
He's very sincere too. He's a nice guy.
He's Huggy Bear for a reason.
Yeah, I get it. I got it.
I would love to be able to have a chance to throw down some upright bass with Jesse Ray and the Carolina Catfish sometime on stage.
It wouldn't seem to be a problem.
Be a blast to do.
He's playing somewhere this weekend. I think at some festival.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah. So what summer things do you do on your spare time? I see you came here on a moped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My wife and I got some mopeds, and we're learning how to scoot around.
Nice.
Especially during Coast Guard, it's the easiest way.
What do you get, like
to do
2
it.
months off? You're still a coach in the summer?
I coached the last 2 weeks for summer camps.
So you're busy.
Yeah.
You're busy.
But
That's good, though.
summertime is the time to rejuvenate. My wife and I always take a 2-week vacation, turn left out of the driveway, and end up someplace.
What's your favorite place to go in Michigan?
Oh. Well, locally we've discovered Tubbs Island, which is up Manistee area. Gorgeous place. Leelanau Peninsula is great.
Nice.
And then any of the treks you can do through the UP are wonderful.
Nice. Well, I'm going to wrap it up, but you tell me and tell your fans what you'd like to say to them over the last year, what's going on with Roosevelt Diggs and where they put you.
I would love to see everybody that can make it come to a show, at least one. When you come to a show, just bring one person. Then that's how the base spreads. Because if I tell you and you tell your friend,
If it's
and
in
they
Grand
tell their
Rapids,
friends,
like put 5 in a car so there's better parking.
Yeah.
Because it gets a little hectic.
That's
But
right.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'd like to see people come out to a show if they haven't been to one and judge for themselves and spread the love from there.
I got one more question about this album.
All right.
I know your daughter played on a song.
She played on everything as it was.
How was that? What was that experience like?
She's played on all 3 albums.
All 3 albums.
Yeah. But she
How
came
does it
in.
feel as a dad, though, to be in the studio with your daughter and look across?
It was
see that.
It was beautiful. I had to take a step away for a minute because I was
Sure.
getting really critical.
Yeah.
And Joe Heading gets like, nope, take a step away. Let me go talk to her.
Well, she pulled it off.
And
That
she
sounds
did a
damn
badass
good.
job.
Yeah. You always know that's my favorite song on that album.
Yeah. It's that song is heartfelt and beautiful, and it's a fully orchestrated song. It was
can
nice
tell.
to be able to do.
I think that's the song that a lot of different musicians could just show up and collaborate with you guys. That would make great.
Yeah. Well, we had Adrian and Meredith. Kragowski came up, and Meredith did all the fiddle parts on that, and really helped put that over the top.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you for having me.
All right.
This is great.
Over and out.